Tillman. I'm the mayor of a small town called Dish, Texas. I want to thank the Texas Oil and Gas Accountability Project for their work on this study. Dish actually has quite a big portion of this study, as we've seen all the negative side effects that the oil and gas industry has. I think it's time that the industry concede that there is a downside to this and there is the other side of that coin, and I also think that they need to take responsibility for their actions. Until they do that, I don't believe that that it's ever going to change. I think our state leaders also need to concede that there is a downside to this industry and a downside to this activity. And again, until they do that, nothing is going to change. There's another side to this coin, and our state leaders need to protect the public. I don't think this industry will ever truly be successful unless they first admit that they have a problem and then take steps to correct those problems. I did not have confidence that our state agencies nor the oil and gas industry would do their part to protect public health, and therefore I was forced to move from my home in Dish, Texas, because of my children getting frequent nosebleeds in the nighttime while they were sleeping. I just could simply not risk my children's health, and so therefore I moved. One thing is clear about Texas is that you can own and peacefully enjoy your property as long as somebody with more money doesn't want it. And that happened in Dish, and that's happening all around the Barnett Shale, where people are either forced from their homes, either have their property taken through eminent domain, or something unreasonable moves in next door and simply takes away their ability to enjoy their property. So again, I want to thank those who came out today, and I also want to thank the Texas Oil and Gas Accountability Project.
Our next speaker is Tammy Vida from Flower Mound. She's an impacted landowner.
Hi, my name is Tammy Vida, and I live in Flower Mound, Texas. And Flower Mound is a great community. It's got a great mix of country and urban, finely manicured homes and lawns, and we've lived there quite some time, about 15 years, and gas drilling came to our town about 6-7 years ago, and it has made such an impact. We have over 50 wells right now, and another 30 that are approved, and a couple sites that are speculated. And maybe about 5-6 years ago, I came down with adult asthma, and I have never had asthma in my whole life. And just to tell you, I have to carry one of these around every day now. And it's funny because when I travel away from the North Texas area, the Barnett Shale area, I never have to use this until I get back home. And I know that there is something in the air there. Last year, there were over 60 health and odor complaints made to the TCEQ by Flower Mound residents near gas drilling sites. Not one violation, not one action taken. And as today, we still continue to have odors that we can smell in the mornings, during the nights. We have people who are getting sick. We have people we just had someone rush to the hospital because they couldn't breathe. There is a problem with our air. We also have consequently, we have a leukemia and breast cancer cluster in our town. And the state is currently studying that, and no one knows why young women are getting breast cancer at alarming rates in the town of Flower Mound, and why we have so many children who are being diagnosed with leukemia. I just want to say that this industry does not care about human beings. They just care about profits. There's easy fixes for a lot of what we're experiencing just in my town and all over the Barnett Shale, and that is better regulation. And that is such an easy thing to do. If you want to come into our community and you want to drill for gas and you want to be our neighbor, then please do the right thing and put in the right regulations. And OGAP has put together a wonderful set of regulations and best practices, and I just wish the state of Texas would take notice on it. You need to write your legislators and have them take a look at this and protect us, because eventually this is going to affect everybody, not just people in North Texas. I mean, our water is being used up at alarming rates, and it can never be reused again. You know, there's odors in the air. We really need to do something about this, and we need people to stand up and speak up and tell our legislators we want some protection. We all deserve, whether we own our minerals or not, and I own my minerals. I am a mineral owner. Whether we own our minerals or not, we all have the right to breathe clean air, drink clean water, and live and enjoy our properties. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. Sister Elizabeth Riebschlager is on her way. She's stuck in traffic. She's here.
Thank you. Glad to meet you, Sharon.
She's from the Eagle Ford Shale area where they're already experiencing impacts. Glad you made it.
Thank you, me too. Thank you. Good morning. As Sharon said, I'm Sister Elizabeth Riebschlager, and I come from DeWitt County, which is my hometown, Cuero, in DeWitt County. And 6 or 7 years is a long time. We're just getting started down there, but your first job in the morning is to stay out of the way of the trucks and the big rigs and the heavy equipment that come rolling through town, and the toxic chemicals. I grew up in a county with beautiful rolling hills, beautiful oak trees, wildflowers under a clear blue sky, and it was fun to be a child. But all that is changing and will never be the same. The people behind me and many people across the state of Texas know what I mean. The loss of precious things that may never be recovered, like clean air, water, healthy land where healthy cattle graze, lakes and rivers and streams where fish could be caught, cooked over a campfire and eaten, where deer could be hunted. All that is about to change. Our state of Texas is being stolen away from under our feet, and the clean air taken from our nostrils, only to be filled with toxic fumes. You know what I mean better than I, you who are from the Barnett and Haynes shales. But here we are, bound together by our love for this state and for this nation of the people, by the people, and for the people. You all know what I mean. We, not the corporate giants, are America. We are Texas. And this good earth is a gift to us, not to them, from our Creator. And we, like our ancestors, are its stewards, not they. So we come here, joined in the belief that we have a right to be heard, and that in a democracy, the will of the people, not the mighty dollars of huge corporate tyrants, should prevail and rule the day. We come here to demand what is our right, accountability and responsibility from these companies who come to take the gas and oil, and something even more precious, our water, from under our feet. This is our house, we need to tell them, and you will respect it. We come here to say to all our legislators, you have a responsibility to us and to your own children and grandchildren. You have a responsibility to this state that we all love to require regulation of those who will not regulate themselves. You know what we mean. We know why we are here. We know who we are. We are the people of Texas, and this state, this air, this land, this water, and this capital belong to us, not to these corporations, and we have a right to be heard over them. You know what I mean, and so do they. Thank you.